Big mistake. Big. For today's video, we are going to be watching Pretty Woman for the first time ever. I should have seen this like years ago, but I haven't. But it's okay because I'm in quarantine now and I have a lot of time to watch movies that I've never seen before. So if this video does well, I'll probably start a series on a bunch of movies that I've never seen before that I probably should have already seen by now. So without further ado, make sure you guys like and subscribe and let's get right into the video. He on the phone with somebody, whoever he on the phone with, they breaking up or whatever they got going on. I don't know what that situation is, but yeah. So basically what I could see from this man is a lot of people like him. Obviously not like the person who's like breaking up with him, but you could tell he's like well liked. He's at like this bougie party, so I'm thinking like he's some rich man, maybe like a businessman. That's how like the vibe kind of is. Yeah, I don't really know anything about this. Like, I probably should watch like a trailer or something first. So I could have gotten like an idea of like who the characters are. Kind of, I just know like Julia Roberts is like a prostitute, right? That's all I know. So I think right off the bat, like, my first question is going to be like, she's blonde. See, I was expecting a blonde. I don't know. I'm like, did she dye it blonde? And it's like a bob, like right here. I'm like, I don't know. I just wasn't expecting that. I don't know. Or maybe that's like a wig or something. I'm not sure. But like, I don't really like the blonde. Blonde's not really, it's okay. I mean, it's a blonde bob. Like, it's not necessarily giving though. But like, oh well.
This is our turf. We got some yarn. You better get off our corner. Forgive me. I was just taking a rest here. Besides, she's new. Yeah. Well, I'm old, so go away.
So I don't know what's going on. I don't know the friend. She got some like anger issues. Maybe it's like because she on drugs or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, she's trying to say like, oh, this is our corner. Go get your own corner, whatever. So I guess they like fight over corners or whatever to try to see like who's gonna get the good corners. Maybe. I mean, they do need money because they're literally broke because the girl, like, she was being dumb and spent it all on like drugs or whatever, and so it's like they need money. So I guess maybe that's like the good corner and they're kind of like fighting over it, you know. I'm not really too sure about that. I don't really know the situation, but that's kind of like the vibe. I don't know. I don't really like the roommate or whatever, but Julia Roberts, I think she's doing okay. She don't really have a lot to say, but like she's doing fine. I just, again, I'm not vibing with the bob.
This has pedals like a race car. They're really close together. So it's probably easier for a woman to drive.
The thing is, like, he picks up the girl from the corner. Don't know her, you don't know anything about her, okay? But you're letting her drive the car. Like, she could literally crash the car. And it's like, and then what? You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, just because she says she understands cars, like, doesn't mean that she's gonna be a good driver. Like, she could literally, like, hit 4 or 5 people. And then it's like, he can't even do a thing because that's not even his car, right? That's obviously not her car. It's like his friend's car or something that you borrowed. And it's kind of like, something happened to that car. Like, the friend, like, he probably not getting another one. You know, not unless the guy's gonna, like, buy him a new car. But that's just, like, that's just a whole mess right there.
It's all right. Holy shit. You're gonna be fine. Come on back.
These people really nosy, and it's like, you could tell it's like a bougie hotel. Because the way she came in, like, everybody was looking at her like, who is this? Like, you know what I mean? It looked like some dragged off the street. Like, that's how, like, they're looking at her. And it's kind of like, okay, but mind your business. You know, like, don't be worrying about what she got going on or what he got going on over there. It's like, just mind your business in that hotel room, okay? In that hotel, right? It's like, everybody's looking like, even the people at the front desk, like, everybody's just like, where's she come from? Like, who's that? Like, everybody look like they want to kick her out. But it's like, see, people too judgy because it's like, she may be like the nicest person ever. but like no one would know because they can't get past her outfit. Like, is her outfit a lot? Like, yes, for a place like that, but it's just like, who cares? Mind your business.
My ex-wife is now in Long Island in my ex-home, my ex-dog.
Okay, if anybody remembers my Grey's Anatomy reaction, which if you haven't seen it, go check those out. There's like a scene where Meredith's like, what did she say? Like, oh, she's got my McDog, she's got my McLife. Like that's kind of what it sounded like. He was like my ex-wife, my ex-girlfriend, my ex-dog. Like I was like, oh, I'm seeing two parallels right there. But yeah, anyway. So apparently, like, he can't, like, well, he's single, we know that. And we also know it seems like he is struggling to date anybody, which we heard that kind of in the phone call. They kind of like talked about it more. It was kind of like where it was like, oh, the secretary is more involved than like him, because I guess he puts his work first or whatever, so he doesn't really have time for anybody, I guess.
What do you do?
Everything. But I don't kiss them enough.
In the door.
They're so similar. Like they're both like, oh, I don't kiss anyone, I guess. I guess because like they're saying like it's too personal or whatever. Like they would have to be like really attached to like kiss on the lips, I guess, like, because that's kind of like what they were saying. I don't know, that part's a little confusing. But yeah. So I'm confused. Like, is he just gonna like drive her back to the corner and then like dip out? Or is he gonna like let her like stay and just kind of like hang out or whatever? Because it's like she doesn't have anywhere else to go. She doesn't have any money. So I'm like, you think he's gonna like drive her back and just kind of like drop her off on the street? Or he's gonna be like, oh, like, let's hang out. Because like that's the part I'm like really confused about. And I'm like, I'm sure he's gonna like pay her and everything, but it's like, I don't know.
Hi.
Well, good morning.
Red.
Better.
I mean, her hair is absolutely beautiful. That was something like he was noticing too. He was just kind of like, wow. That's what I was asking, because I was like, see, if that would have been like her hair, if they would have like did that blonde and like cut it into a bob, like it doesn't really look good on her. Like, no, like it looks fine, but it's like would she do that in real life to her hair? Like, probably not, you know? And she has her beautiful like curly hair and everything. Yeah, that bob had to go. I'm glad it was a wig, no shade. But yeah, the red hair, you know, looks nice. It looks great. Yeah. Like I said, I was like, he seems to like it. He was just kind of like, wow, your hair, like, ooh, you know what I mean? So I'm like, obviously he likes that better than the blonde. He probably didn't even know the blonde was like a wig at first, you know what I mean? He probably just thought it was like her real hair.
Well, I didn't ask for the fit. I asked how much it was. How much is this, Marie? It's very expensive. It's very expensive.
Here's the thing about like assuming. It's like they just assume she doesn't have any money because of the way that she dresses. And it's like she has so much money that she was just given. And it's like, then they're not going to get any of that money. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like they really could have like sold her a bunch of items and they could have made so much money. And instead they were out here too busy judging her. That's something that I see a lot in this movie. It's just like everybody's just judging her just straight up like based off of appearance. But it's like they haven't met her. They haven't gotten to know her. They don't speak to her. They're just saying based on the way like she dresses and the way like she looks. They're just kind of like already making assumptions about her. And the thing was like, she had the money, but like they weren't even trying to listen. Because she said that she had money, but they were just kind of like, no, like you got to get out. Like they didn't believe her. They just thought like she was poor.
That's what I was trying to do. I tried to go get a dress on Rodeo Drive today, and the women wouldn't help me. And I have all this money now and no dress. Not that I expect you to help me, but I have all of this, okay? I have to buy.
The thing is like, she's trying to tell the guy too. Like she's like, listen, like I tried to go shopping. I had money, and the people they wouldn't serve her. You know, they wouldn't let her try on anything. They weren't even really like trying to let her touch anything. Like everybody kind of like ganged up on her all at once. Like it was a bunch of them too. Like they all just kind of like ganged up on her. But again, like that was just what I was saying. Like assumptions. Okay, you can't just assume things. Like I know it's a normal human like reaction. Like we assume things about people. But the thing is like, see, now they missed out on a good customer. Right? She's probably not going to want to go back there because she's going to be like, oh, the people were so mean to me. And obviously, you know, that hurts her feelings because she's just trying to come in and shop. And they're just kind of like, get out. Like, that's so disrespectful.
Dinner napkin?
Dinner napkin, lay gently in the lap.
Good. Elbows off the table. Don't slouch. Shrimp fork.
I like that he's like helping her out. Like, he's trying to help her out because like he does feel bad for her. Like, it's like he was like, I'm gonna get you some clothes. Like, I gotta teach you like table side manners and everything like that. Like, she's trying to understand like forks and napkins and all these things so she doesn't embarrass herself at this dinner, right? And I like that he's helping out because like no one is telling this man to help out at all, right? Like, he literally does. He could just sit there and he could just watch, right? But it's like he's like, oh, I feel bad for her. Like, let me go help her because no one else is gonna help show her, right? And the guy that like she's with, like, he's gone. So it's like he can't even help her. Like, he just assumes that like she got her clothes and she just like back chilling in the hotel. You know, he don't even know what happened in this entire time. I mean, yeah, she looks good. And the thing was like he didn't even recognize her because it's like she cleans up so nicely. He was just kind of like, who is that? Like, he didn't even realize. Like, he like looked and he was just kind of like, oh, I don't see her. And it's like, she's right here. But he's never seen her like look this nice. So he was just kind of like, oh, wow. And you could tell by the way like he looked at her, it was just kind of like, you're beautiful. Like, his face said it. And yeah, she cleaned up nice. She looks amazing. You know, her hair was done. They got her some nice clothes, all of it. So it's like she could be ready for this dinner tonight so that she doesn't embarrass herself. There's no incidents. She doesn't mess anything up, you know. But yeah, she looks very nice. Of course, he could play piano. So sophisticated, so bougie. Bougie, sophisticated people play the piano. um, but yeah, so he's just sitting there. He's kind of like doing his own thing. He just like vibing. And like the staff is like cleaning up, but I guess like he comes in there often because nobody's like really saying anything to him. They're just kind of like, yeah. I don't know. No, because I think, no, he's new to the hotel. Well, maybe he's been there before, maybe. I don't know, because the staff just kind of like seemed unbothered. They were just like, yeah, there's some man playing the piano, like whatever. Because it looked like they were getting ready to shut everything down. But I was like, it really just seemed to bother, or they just don't care. They're like, I don't get paid enough for this. You know, they're just like, they would do their job and get out. Because it seemed like it's like really late at night. And they're just kind of like over it.
On me? Oh, you work on commission, right? Yes. Big mistake. Big. Huge. I have no shopping now.
Period. You know where she came in? She said what needed to be said. She was like, do you work on commission? And the thing is, like, she comes in with all these bags and all this stuff. She's just kind of like, yeah, I showed her. What did she say? She said, I don't remember what she said. She said something like, big mistake. Big. Huge. And I was like, that period. Yes. I've seen The Office actually, and I remember there was an episode where they kind of like dressed up the white and they kind of like pretty woman the white, like they kind of did something like that. So I was like, now I'm able to understand. Now I'm watching this movie. Now I get like the office scene. Like, it makes so much more sense. Like when he comes in, all like hair slicked back and like in a suit and everything. I was like, okay, see, now that episode makes a lot more sense.
Tell me again why we're here. Business mingling.
If I can't take you anywhere with a person, like that's her. You know what I mean? It's kind of like somewhere where it's like everybody's just kind of like chilling and vibing. She's like, who, in the back. You know, everyone's looking at her. They're just kind of like, where'd this girl come from? Like, who invited her to this function? Because it's like, obviously, she doesn't belong here. But you know what? Her outfit looks really good. Like, her outfit is like top notch. She probably has like the best outfit there. So it's like, we gonna give her that. But like, I don't know. It's like, it's not that like she's embarrassing. It's just kind of like, she just need to tone it down a little bit and be aware kind of like where she's at. Because it's like, Edward is going to be like, chill out. You know, these my people. Just like, don't be like low-key embarrassing me out here.
Phil, listen, she's not a spy. She's a hooker. She's a hooker. I picked her up.
But see how that wasn't his business to tell. it's like, I want to like Edward, but see how he be trying me? It's like, why are you telling this man about her? Because nobody would even know. Like, nobody would know. You know what I mean? It's like, nobody would believe him if just a story. Like, people do not believe him because it's like, they see her and like, she just looked like chill. You know what I mean? And it's like, now he's out here running around like telling folks. And it's like, that's not your business to tell, because it's like, she just wants to kind of like fit in with his friends. And it's like, then the friends are going to think like she's a joke and everything. And I think it's rude that like he told. I feel like he should at least asked her, because you know she would have said no, right? She would have been like, don't tell them.
Listen, maybe you and I could get together sometime after Edward leaves.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
This is exactly why I said that he shouldn't have said anything, because see how that man's hitting on it. First of all, your wife is like right there. So it's like you're sitting over here trying to like hit on this girl. Like you trying to get it in. Like your wife ain't right there. Like go back to wifey. Run back to wifey. It's like, I'm not understanding why you have your wife over here and you want her though. You know what I mean? I feel like he just played too many games. I don't like the lawyer. I know that's like Edward's friend or whatever, but I barely like an Edward at this very moment anyway. The only people I like is probably Vivian and the manager of the hotel. That's it. I ain't really dealing with anybody else because everybody else is just doing too much.
I've never had anyone make me feel as cheap as you did today.
Somehow I find that very hard to believe.
The thing is, it's just kind of like the disrespect. Like, you're being so disrespectful, but it's like, you were the one who was like getting her in all these clothes, taking her to all these events. And, you know, when one thing goes wrong, then all of a sudden, like, he wants to be like, oh, well, nobody likes you anyway. Da, da, da. Oh, you're just this and you're just this. I found you on the street corner. Da, da, da. And it's like, but you like her. So, like, why are we sitting over here doing all this, having this whole argument and all of that? And it's like, obviously, she's upset because he wasn't supposed to say anything. He shouldn't have told his friend. And then he gonna try to play like he not the one who messed up. It's like, sir, you messed up and you know it. So just own up to it. So the black look was really nice. The red look is so much better. And I think just because it goes with like the red hair, it just really is working. She looks nice. She looks amazing, obviously, but it's like she always looks amazing, you know? So yeah, I think that it was a really smart choice for whoever picked out that red dress, because it just really like does well with like the red hair and everything. And she looks nice. I don't know what they doing, because they specifically said in the beginning of the movie, they said they don't kiss on the lips. So why is it that I'm watching this scene they kiss each other on the lips? Let's chat about it. I think that they're falling for each other. They done did all this and they were just like, oh, it's just a game. Like he was just like, yeah, I'm just going to pay you whatever. She was just like, I just need some money to be able to pay my rent for me and my friend. And now it's like, no, like, y'all are really falling for each other out here. Y'all really like each other. They're gonna be a couple. Period. Right? I think that they would make a cute couple. You know, I think that they need to work some things out. But you know, just like in general, I think, you know, it's a cute little movie. It's a cute movie. And she talked about something. I love you. I love you. Wow. It's like, what's gonna happen now? Like, what's going on? Because it's like, I don't know where to kiss. Now she talking about I love you. It's like, okay, they serious now. Before we just like, yeah, they serious. Like, they serious. You know, they double serious, right? Because now, like, she just said I love you to him. Okay? That's a big deal. She probably never said I love you to anybody else before. You see what I'm saying? So this is like a really big deal. He seems like he gets in a relationship like every week, but like he can never make it last. But it seemed like it's lasting with her, right? Remember, like they were saying that he doesn't really pay attention, and the secretary answers the phone more than him and everything, but it seems like he actually pays a lot of attention to her. It seems like he's really like choosing her kind of over his job.
Did you kiss him on the mouth? Yeah, I did. You kissed him on the mouth? You fall in love with me and you kiss him on the mouth? Did I not teach you anything? Look, I'm not stupid, okay?
They are so nosy. Like I mean, like the friend is just nosy. Like it's just kind of like, okay. But yeah, so basically, you know, the friend already knew the tea. The friend already like knew the lowdown. You know what I mean? The friend been knew the tea. Yeah. And basically Vivian is trying to kind of like Loki delight. Like she's just kind of like, no, like I don't really like him like that. Da, da, da. It's like you'd already say you love him, you know what I mean? And you kissed him. It's like we not stupid out here, you know what I mean? Like we know that you trying to be with him, like you trying to like date him, marry him, like spend the rest of your life with him. Like we already kind of know that. So, but yeah, she's trying to play like she don't really know. No shade, but like he need to get beat because it's just like it's disrespectful. It's like you're coming in to like somebody else's house and you're coming in doing like all of this stuff, and it's kind of like he like pushed himself like onto her, right? Knowing that like she's not strong enough to like pick him up. You know what I mean? Like that man is like bigger than her, obviously. And it's like she's sitting over here, she's screaming, but it's like he's like on top of her. And it's like Everdine popped over here, but it's like you done popped over here 5 minutes later. Like where you been? You know what I mean? Like where you been? Because we dealing with this, and he gonna push him off her. But I'm like, yeah, he need to beat that man like in the parking lot or something, because it's like he done sat over here and tried it with your girl. You know, and it's like, Edward, go beat him up, okay? And then fire him.
Sure you won't come with me? And leave all this? Not in a million. Come here.
Mind you, okay? She said she's leaving for San Francisco, and that was the place that she liked. She went to the opera and she thought it was just really pretty and everything. So now she kind of vibing with San Fran, and I guess she's gonna go move over there. I don't know. She's probably gonna go see the operas. I don't know. She said something about go to school and everything like that. But yeah, so her friend, I guess, is on her own. Like I don't know who gonna play the friend's friend, but that's her problem. You know what I mean? But yeah, so like Vivian just kind of wants to leave. She wants a fresh new start. She wants to be with Edward. Edward was out here playing, trying to play Catwoman. He was just kind of like, you just, you know what? He was like, you have to just stay in like the apartment and then like wait for me to like come home. And then like maybe dinner. Like that was what he was giving. Like that's basically what he was implying right there. So we just over Edward. She's like, I'm on to bigger and better things. It's cute. I like that he had the opera music playing in the background. It's funny that like the birds were all lined up. He got her some nice flowers. That's a nice little apology, right? I don't know. She still may be like, I'm gonna go to San Francisco. Peace out. I don't know, but he at least tried. He made the effort. He's trying to fix it. He's trying to make it better. Because he definitely did mess up, and now he's trying to like own up to his mistake and be like, I want you back. The fact that like he really sat over here and like faced his fear of heights for her, because it was like he do not be playing with those heights, but for her he was climbing. Okay, so that's kind of like the symbolism right there, you know what I mean? He's like trying to like change his ways and trying to like say kind of like, I'll do anything for you, like face my fears, right? So I really like that. Yeah, so I don't know, so we gotta see. She's probably gonna stay with him. You know, she's probably not going to go to San Francisco or anything. She's probably going to stay with him.
Everybody comes here. This is Hollywood, land of dreams. Some dreams come true, some don't. But keep on dreaming. This is Hollywood.
So this is just like the ending. They're just kind of wrapping it up. Yeah, I think it's pretty much over. But yeah, I like it. So I'm going to tell you guys what I think in a minute. Okay, guys, we are at the end of the video, so make sure you guys like and subscribe. And yeah, I really like this movie. I'm gonna give it. I'd give it a good 10 out of 10. Like, I definitely go watch this again. Like, I definitely would like buy the movie for sure. I thought it was really nice. Thought it was a really good movie. Yeah, I would keep watching this. Like, I could definitely see myself watching this like once a week. It's really nice. It was like a basic love story, but like with a twist, you know. Like Vivian was a twist, you know. But I like how it ended up. I like how like all the characters kind of changed. Like everybody really changed. There's a lot of like character growth, you know, that we get to see in this movie. But yeah, overall it was a great film. So without further ado, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.